It's alive! Victory Day. Have not ridden it yet, but I've got it idling on its own, running on fuel, and I also have throttle response. It's getting better and better, the throttle response is, as I go along. So I'm pretty excited about this. Was able to do the poor boy rebuild on the carburetor and didn't have to buy anything for it. I learned a little trick off of YouTube. I was getting frustrated because I couldn't get the diaphragm back in the groove like it's supposed to be. So basically I took my heat gun and very carefully just heated it up, and I could see it shrinking back down. And someone on the video said, yeah, don't even try to do one if it's a cold day. And it's not really cold today, but it's cool. So as soon as I heated that up, it went back in the groove fairly easily. But yeah, we've got a running machine here. I'm really excited. I tried the winch out, it's working and everything. Now I didn't put a load on it, but I ran it out, ran it back in a little bit. And that's what that button up on the left front fender is, that knob. That's the winch in and out. But anyways, I have not tried to restart it yet, shut it off and restart it. I'm just letting it get nice and warm. I'd kind of like to see or hear the electric fan kick on. It should be up to temperature by now, so I'm going to walk back over there. I have to stand around the back of this door here so you guys can hear me, but when I walk around, all you'll hear is the motor. The choke is all the way in. It's running as it should. If anything, it may be idling just a bit high. I got to be careful with my cord here. Get you back here by the exhaust. Electric fan still not running. I don't know how often or when it kicks on. It just kicked on as I said that. I couldn't have timed that better. I'm going to let that run just another minute or two like that. Then I'm going to shut it off, let it cool down for a few minutes, and then start it up again. I'm looking around, making sure I don't have any fuel leaks or anything like that. Now is the time to find them rather than when you're on the trail or riding down the road. I'd still like it to idle down a little more. Okay, I figured out what was going on. The previous owner had adjusted this knob out so far that it was idling up too high. It's the cable adjustment. So now I need to bring it back up a little. That may be idling just a bit high right there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of play with it and try it and see how it goes in and out of gear. But that brought it down quite a bit. But yeah, she is a runner. I'm happy because the actual carburetor kit was $40. The diaphragm by itself was $40, and pretty much everything inside of the thing is $40 a piece. And there's several things that needed to be replaced. So in the future, I'll probably go ahead and buy the seal kit and the new jets. But yeah, it's running great. Cut it off. Whoa, that was loud. And I'm gonna let it sit there for a few minutes, maybe 5. And when we come back, I'm gonna try starting it up with the starter, no starting fluid. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, I've let it sit here and cool down for a little while. And now I'm excited to go ahead and try to see if that magic button will make this thing kick over with no starting fluid. We'll see. So let's get on with it. All right, guys, I'm gonna call this a success. One of my better successes as far as ATVs and stuff like that's concerned, because I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid for it, but it was a great deal, especially if that's all that's wrong with it. So trying not to spike the football right now because then I'll jinx myself or something, but yeah, what the hell. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it down right now. It's taken me a few days to mess with this thing, and I probably could have saved myself a lot of trouble if I'd have just went ahead and pulled the carburetor off to begin with instead of fooling with trying to get it running on the carburetor cleaner. But I really just wanted to do that to kind of, you know, show you guys how sometimes you get lucky and you can get by with just doing a tune-up in a can like a Berryman's B12 or some other product like that, a carburetor cleaner. A lot of times, if they haven't set too long, you can get away with that. And I was hoping to show you guys that, but in this video, it didn't, you know, you saw there was some gum and stuff down in the carburetor, so it needed some actual mechanical, you know, I used those guitar strings, as I said before. That's an excellent thing. If you're not a picker, you know, just go find somebody that is, you know, maybe go to a music store and ask them. That might work. But anyhow, guys, thanks for sticking with me throughout the video. I'm fixing to put the seat on it, shut the camera off, and go see if I can make this thing go around the yard.